All right, and in the co-main event, we got the rematch, Deveison Figueiredo versus the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. What you think?
I'm excited for this one, man.
Me too, man. I think a lot of people have it as their possible fight of the night.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they could have possibly headlined this over the Adesanya fight just because of matchup, but I that's just my opinion. But I mean, what do you have to say after like that first fight? What do you think is going to go different?
Different on Figgy's side, he was saying that he had a rough, like he was in the hospital a couple of days before fighting, and that he wasn't like really healthy or anything like that. So I don't know if that's an excuse or that's the truth, but if it's the truth, then maybe he'll come back a little better. Maybe a lot of people said that had to do with like his gas tank expelling too, but I just think he just doesn't have a great gas tank.
Yeah,
from what I've seen in his previous fights, but
he got overly aggressive, I think, in the first like 2 rounds of that fight.
Yeah, you could tell he was trying to get him out of there. Like it was kind of like not exactly, but kind of like when Conor faced Nate the first time. Like he was just trying to get him out there with every shot.
Yeah,
but I mean, Figgy was like, you could see he was trying to take him out. Like he was just throwing everything too hard. But yeah, he has the power advantage for sure. He lands the bigger shots. Gets tired really fast. Well, not really fast. I mean, he caught like a second wind and stuff, but yeah. I don't know. I feel like Moreno has to, from the start, pick up the pace. Like, I think he took too long to kind of like get settled, and it lost him. I think the first and I think the second round too. But I don't know. What you think about the? I mean, he didn't have a lot of success, but I mean, he was able to take Figgy down. Do you think that's gonna have to do? That's gonna be like a bigger part of his game plan this time around, or no?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think he knows he could take Figueiredo's best punch. Even though like I don't know if, like you said, if that's an excuse or something, what they said about him, but I think even like he looked good like in the beginning, round 1, and he hit Moreno with his best shot, I think, and he was able to take it, absorb it. So I don't think Brandon Moreno is going to be afraid to like keep it on the feet, but I do think that it's not going to end in a TKO or KO. So I think maybe he incorporates more takedowns into his offense because it's just going to score points with him and the judges, especially if he could keep him there for a long time.
I actually don't think he can keep him there. That's why I feel like at first glance, I was like, yeah, maybe he should wrestle more. But, I mean, he didn't have a lot of success keeping him there.
Yeah,
and, I mean, takedowns they won't even count those if you're not able to hold him down for at least, like, 3 seconds.
Especially now, since if that is true that his gas tank was, like, compromised, then, like, maybe he might just end up tiring himself out, trying to get those takedowns. And not even keeping him there that much.
That's true.
I don't know. I think it's a question of who has, the better gas tank. But then again, didn't they say Brandon Moreno, he injured his like forearm or something during the last
It was like his shoulder or something like that after the fight. In his post-fight interview, I think he said his shoulder, something was hurting there, but that he was good. But I don't know. Yeah, that stopped him from being aggressive in the last round, and in my opinion, losing the fight there.
Yeah.
But he did lose a point. Without that point, he would have still lost the fight. So, I mean, I don't know. I like Brandon Moreno a lot. I actually hope he wins. Sorry, Figgy, but I don't know if you've been watching the Embeddeds, but Figgy has made himself like the villain in this matchup. But
why?
Because he said Moreno was saying something about what he said about how he was sick and stuff, and he or whatever that, and so he didn't like that, and so he was basically saying all this stuff, if there's no security and he sees him, there's going to be an issue or whatever. And so a lot of people are kind of like, man, this guy's kind of being mean. They're like, and Moreno's not, obviously he doesn't, he's not returning it. Like he's just being normal. And so people are kind of like, it's shades of when Woodley was facing Wonderboy that first time. Yeah. And Wonderboy was like, why you got to be so mean? But that was funny. But, I like Moreno a lot, but I honestly don't see what Moreno could do to get better. Just because, like, if he stands there and like exchanges again, Figgy has the power advantage, so he's gonna, even if they both like hit the same number of punches, I figure it's gonna, at least to the judges, it's gonna look like Figgy's winning every exchange, just because his sound, and then they freaking bring around the
arena.
Yeah, so you could hear it and stuff. And I just don't see what Moreno could do different besides the wrestling. But I feel like that's not.
It's not gonna be effective.
That's not gonna be effective.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he should look for the wrestling, but I don't know. Didn't you say Figueiredo? He's like a natural what?
I don't know, but he has a rough time making flyweight. Yeah. He has a hard time making flyweight. He always looks really bad on the scale.
So they weighed in already?
No, they weigh in tomorrow.
But they make. So what happens if he misses weight or something?
They might just scrap the fight. I doubt they do that, or maybe they do. I mean, Nate's on the card. They'll probably just move Nate up to Cole and then bring the Drew Dober fight over, and it'd still be a decent card. But I mean, I don't know if a champion misses weight, what happens? I actually don't know, man. Usually, I mean, they'll just continue like usual, and you'll give up,
your purse,
like 30% of your purse. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know what's the situation if the champion misses weight. I don't know if they continue.
And then the title is just not on the line.
No, but that would not be fair to Brandon Moreno.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
That wouldn't make sense. I actually don't know if he misses weight. That'd be really, I don't know, just
upsetting.
A little bit because it's a little unprofessional too. I mean, it's not the first time he's missed weight in the UFC either. So, he definitely struggles to make that weight. He's such a big dude too. So,
sure.
I don't know, man. I remember watching Brandon Moreno on, I think it was on Fox when he fought. The first time I saw him was when he fought Dustin Ortiz, and he choked him out. And I don't know, man. He said, but then he got cut from the UFC, but he came back. So I'm glad he's back and he's having success because I don't know. He seems like a great personality, but unfortunately, I can't let that. Influence my decision. I actually think Figgy's gonna win by decision. I think he's gonna not dominate him, but he's gonna win the every exchange, the striking exchanges and the wrestling exchanges. Unless Moreno can do something, I do think Moreno should kick, calf kicks. Figgy stands so straight up when he fights. I think calf kicks would slow him down. I don't know. The head kick, he didn't land that many times, but it was dangerous. But other than that, I don't know what else he could do to kind of get the edge on Figgy.
True. I mean, so you have Figueiredo by decision?
Yeah, I Figgy by decision.
I'm gonna take a risk on this one. Use my wild card joint. I'm gonna go with Brandon Moreno by decision.
Oh my gosh.
Just because I think he knows he lost that fight. Like, if it weren't that for that point, that he would have lost. So I think he did his homework. I think he knows what he has to do. But what is he gonna do? I don't know. But I think he might bring something new to the table. And I think what you said about Figueiredo by kind of taking this personally might affect how he approaches the fight now. Like, he might come out too aggressive.
He pushed him at the stare-off after the press conference.
Really?
Yeah.
Bruh.
So yeah, he got some beef.
Yeah, so I mean he might wait, I thought they didn't allow that anymore because of what happened in like two.
Nah, they're for sure gonna do that every time still.
Even if someone gets injured, bro?
I don't know, because I mean when Dana White was like that, it was Sean Shelby's fault or whatever. So I guess he didn't blame the fighters for that. So yeah, and I feel like especially because this is a pay-per-view, they're for sure gonna let them face off, especially because. I don't know. They got beef. Like, especially Figgy, you could tell was upset with Moreno. And obviously Adesanya and Vettori were, they were beefing on the press conference, screaming and stuff.
Right. But wasn't Dana White there now when...
Yeah, he was there, yeah.
Pushing? It don't make sense. But,
yeah, I don't know. but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think Moreno's going to get that.
Man, I hope you're right. I really want Moreno to win. I think he's just such a cool guy. I really like him as a fighter. There's a lot of bias there, but I think Figgy wins by decision.
But if Figgy wins, like, who's next? He already faced, he would have faced Moreno twice, Benavidez, Perez, Moreno.
I think you give him Brandon Royval, bro. Or
Royval?
Is Formiga still in the UFC?
Who?
Formiga? Is he
I think
still in the
he
UFC?
is, yeah. But he's not. I think he's like lower ranked.
Yeah, he's not winning though.
Yeah.
But because that's the last guy that beat him. You know, make that the WWE storyline.
He lost by decision though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But
and apparently he said again that he had a rough weight class that fight. What did I say? Rough weight cut. Sorry, he had a rough weight class due to the weight. Oh my God, I said it again. He had a rough weight cut due to the weight class.
Right. True.
And yeah, he's lost 3 in a row for Miga to Benavidez, Moreno, and Perez. So yeah, there's no way to give him that.
So you think maybe they give him Royval?
I think so. I think he's the only one. Royval lost to Moreno, but it was a loss that wasn't really like. It's not like he got knocked out or submitted. It wasn't definite.
It was like an injury.
Yeah, he popped his shoulder, so you know there's a case for like, oh yeah, that's not really there. He's gonna fight Alexander Pantoja next, so I think the winner of that is gonna probably get him. Pantoja's been moving up. Yeah, I think it's either one of them. There's no one else really.
Yeah, that's true.
Not in flyweight. Maybe Cody Garbrandt comes down after losing to Rob Font.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was supposed to happen.
But they won't give him the title shot after that, though.
Yeah, maybe not.
Or maybe. I mean, they were gonna give it to him before he had even beaten what's his name? Asunsao.
Oh yeah.
So maybe.
That's true. I mean, they gotta find a way to keep this flyweight division alive.
For sure, man. But it has to be Royval or Pantoja next for sure. And then, I don't know. But hopefully Moreno wins. But I think Figgy. So I got Figgy by decision, and you got Moreno by what?
By decision well? Too, yeah.
All right. Hopefully you're right. And we'll see what happens after UFC 263. After UFC 263, sorry.